Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jake here and welcome back to another Pokemon Go PvP video. And in today's video, we are going to be starting off with our introduction to the Boulder Cup. And with this comes some battles that a friend of mine requested to record with me. So big thank you to you, Nate. You know who you are. In case no one knows him by his IGN, his name is Nate, aka Golden Pika 9000, in the chat, so be sure to thank him for these battles if you do see him commenting. And yeah, without further ado, guys, right before we get into these battles, we're going to explain pretty much the meta here for the Boulder Cup, and that is going to be Skarmory, Swampert, and Medicham. That right there is the entire meta. But as your 6, I would recommend anything from Skarmory, Swampert, Medicham, Gallade, Torterra, Bastion, and pretty much any other flex picks you guys want. But Skarmory, Medicham, and Swampert are needed. Well, not needed, but they're pretty essential. They're in control of this entire meta. So make sure you guys grab some counters for them as well. I'm personally going to be running Gallade. Yeah, if you guys are new here and you like this content and enjoy the videos, please smash that subscribe, leave a like, comment down below, and make sure to smash that bell notification and follow me on Twitter, which will be down below linked for you guys. And yeah, I appreciate if you do that so you can be notified whenever I go live or upload a video. I'm making this video 2 hours after I just finished up a live stream. It went pretty well. So without further ado, let's jump right into these battles with Golden Pika 9000 in the Boulder Cup. So we are going to be opening with the team on the screen that you guys saw, and it's going to be Skarmory, Torterra, and Swampert, I believe. And it's actually a Skarmory mirror match. So this brings me way back to when the original Boulder came out. I would run my strat with 2 Skarmories. But ever since then, a lot has changed. Running 2 Skarmories now would be a lot more risky, because things like Medicham have power up punch now, whereas in the past for the original Boulder Cup there was no such thing as power up punch. So yeah, that's that. And this mirror match is going, as usual. It's just 2 steel birds flapping at each other, and he has the CMP, so we're just gonna shield here. We were really debating about it, but we decided shield. We want that switch advantage, and let's see if he does shield here. He does not, so he decides to let his Skarm go down, which is just fine. And he brings in the Hitmonchan. I like it. Going a little off meta there, just like I did in my freestyle tournament. Hitmonchan is still a beast though, and definitely needs to be checked. And we're gonna bring in our Torterra here with Razor Leaf, which will absolutely dominate Swampert. So this is my kind of wild card pick for this cup. And right here, we decide to not shield, which will actually hurt us in the back, because you guys will see what he has. And let's see, it's going to be a Swampert. So if we actually went into that Hitmonchan with our Swampert instead, we would have been fine in the end here, because Razor Leaf would have chunked this thing down super quick, and it would have been GG. But he has that shield advantage. And unfortunately for us, we are now out of shields, and we definitely won't be able to feint this Swampert in time. So he will beat us to that Hydro Cannon, and that's going to be a GG in game number 1. So I appreciate the battles, Nate, as always, and let's jump right into game number 2. Alright guys, so jumping into game number 2 here, we're going to be opening with trusty Medicham. We got our boy Skarm in the middle, and we got Torterra in the back. And he opens Skarm. So this is a positive matchup if it goes 2 shields or 1 shield. I forget which one it is. Yeah, it's a positive matchup if I commit both shields, basically. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. Sorry, I was looking down at my phone for a second. I just saw a notification. But anyways, he actually decides to let his Skarm go, and he decides to not use a single shield there. So we do have a pretty big advantage. And he's going to bring in that fly gun. So I'm going to try to go for the cheeky ice punch and see if he doesn't block. But he does. So very smart on him to know and to be counting those turns. You know the ice punch is coming. And we're going to hit him with this final power punch, which he decides to block. Otherwise, that probably would have KO'd him. And you know, we're like, you know what? This is fine. Just let this Medicham go down. We still have a shield remaining. And we bring in our Torterra for that strong damage for neutral. And then he brings in this Lucario. So we're like, okay, this is fine. We're just going to chip down this Lucario because we know we have Skarm in the back. And that can easily take care of this afterwards. So in comes our Skarm. And this is pretty much a GG. We have a shield. Obviously, we're going to block. We didn't really need to, but I mean, why not? We might as well. So we take that game with Skarm in the back. And that was very GG's. So let's hop into the next game of this video. Alright, so guys, jumping into this next game, we're going to be playing a little risky, running Swampert and Gallade. Those are both countered pretty well by Torterra, but we're going to be leading Skarm, and look what it is. The main threat to that 3 squad right there is his lead, so our Skarm can just farm this up. Guys, this is a matchup that you can just straight up farm, just like Venusaur in Regionals. So yeah, you don't even have to block the Stone Edge because it's really not going to do that much damage. We still survive. We have our shield, or not our shield, our switch open in case he decides to make a cheeky swap. But he lets it die and he swaps into this Swampert. And we're going to hit it great there with the flying mini game. So we're getting way better at it. But just sometimes here and there we do screw up. And here's where he gets a little too aggro for me. Because now he's going to have to commit both shields on this. Although he does have the energy. You guys know we have Gallade in the back as well as Swampert. But we decided to go with... Yes, we decided to go with Gallade here. Hoping he can't get off 2. But Confusion's animation is so slow that it doesn't even animate there. So he gets off both. That's fine. We're going to tank the second Hydro Cannon. In case he has something in the back that can threaten us, and it turns out to be Hitmonchan. So we get 2 really hard hitting Confusions off, which is really good, and he doesn't have any shields. So you know the drill here. Swampert is super OP with the Hydro Cannon, and it's going to charge up very fast with Mud Shot. And we're going to finish off this Hitmonchan with the Hydro Cannon, and that'll be another great game. We're getting pretty fortunate with those leads, but that's all in the game of PvP, guys. That's nothing else you can really do about it. That's just how it plays out sometimes. So let's get into the next game. So jumping into this next game, we're going to be going without Skarmory this time. We're going to be leading with our Swampert. And in the moment, we're thinking this is a pretty risky lead. And he actually leads Skarmory, so it's not that bad of a lead. But it is a nice counter to our team. But there's no need to switch out here. Swampert has a pretty decent matchup, but he decides to swap into Torterra. And this is where not having Skarmory kind of hurts you, because this mirror match is going to end up in his favor because he got the extra Razor Leaf off during my switch. So all I can really do here is bring in our Medicham, and we know this is going to be a Stone Edge, and since we resist rock moves, we don't need to block. So we save a shield, and he brings in that Skarm. That's obviously the smartest switch in. And right here, we're just going to go for as many power punches as we can as he chips down our Medicham. Because those air slashes definitely hurt, guys. But our attack is raising, and we're going to swap into Swampert. We did this because we didn't think he had another Swampert in the back. We thought maybe it'd be like a Medicham. We were not expecting another Swampert. So this is pretty much a lost game here, because he beats us to that first Hydro Cannon, or to our second Hydro Cannon, and all we have left is this Medicham with super low HP. So this isn't going to be able to feint this, that's for sure. We are going to chip it down quite low, but unfortunately he's able to finish us off with just quick moves. So GG's again, Nate, and very well played in that game for sure. Alright guys, so jumping into this next game, we are going to be leading the same thing, I think. Yes, we will. And he leads his Shiny Flex Swampert. Very nice. So yeah, there's whoever has CMP here wins, but he's gonna decide to switch into that Torterra again. So we're gonna switch into our Medicham. We want to try to bait out a shield. And we're gonna go for Ice Punch, and do we get it? We don't get it, so that's okay. We're both doing just about the same damage here, but I think we're going to, yeah, we actually fire off charge moves simultaneously, but he has CMP, it seems. So he brings in that Swampert again, and we failed to undertap there again, and we aren't able to get off the charge move, but we have Torterra for this Swampert, and this thing is going to get absolutely destroyed. And he brings in, let's see, what is he bringing in here? He is up a shield, so that's worrisome, but he brings in this Hitmonchan, which we're fine with not blocking this, but it is an Ice Punch, so that definitely hurts. That does a lot of damage, especially for non-stab. We're gonna bring in Swampert, hit him with this Hydro Cannon, force a shield, and we have another one back to back. So really good farming by us in the beginning with our Swampert. Oh, he still, oh wait, never mind, he actually had 2 shields. And yeah, we are going to beat him there. Close game though, really close game. He was probably only two counters off from another power punch, but wow, look at our HP there. Holy, we got that just in time. Wow. But yeah, really good on us to not waste our energy there on his switch in. And yeah, that definitely came into play there at the end of the match. So GG's yet again, and let's jump into the next game. Alright guys, so jumping into this next game, we're going to be opening with our trusty Steelbird Skarmory, and he opens with Swampert yet again. I'm honestly scared to lead Torterra because of that Skarmory, but he actually decides to stay in with his Swampert and use his energy, so this was fantastic. Probably was not expecting me to switch in there, but yeah, that will definitely hurt him in the end. And he brings in his own Torterra, so now we have a switch locked with our Skarmory, which is exactly what we want to do. And he's able to get off the Stone Edge right before fainting. That's okay. No need to shield. That only does a little under half of our HP. And let's see what he brings in. It's that Swampert. So we're going to go with a Sky Attack here. It was a little bit of wasted energy because we could have fainted it down, but I did not want to take another Hydro Cannon to the face. And in comes his Hitmonchan. We force that first shield from him there. And then last but not least, we have Gallade to come clean up. So we are predicting him to bring in the Hitmonchan again. So we have this Gallade to absolutely mop the floor with that. So Gallade definitely has a lot of good roles in this cup. One, namely, to beat the fighters. The second, to beat Bastiodon. And the third, to also beat Swampert with that Leaf Blade. So Gallade, definitely very influential in this cup in terms of its role. And I highly recommend you guys use Gallade for sure. I'll probably make a spotlight video on him in the Boulder Cup. So let's jump into the next battle of the video. So in this next game, we're going to be opening up with our Torterra finally, and he opens Swampert again. So this is paying off big time for us. He's gonna swap out after gaining a little bit of energy into Medicham, but you know what, we're like, okay, let's stay in here. And then we switch out when we think an Ice Punch is coming, and it turns out to be a good switch. So here we go, we're gonna farm this Medicham down. You never need to block the first power punch, guys, always the second one. And yeah, we're looking really, really solid here because he comes in with that Swampert at very low health. We're going to shield this Hydro Cannon, obviously, and try to finish his Swampert with a Sky Attack. Let's see if we can do it. His shield. He does not. He decides to let it go. And he has that Torterra in the back, so this is just perfect. Skarm in this cup has a major role, and it just works really, really well. Especially if you catch off Torterra, which again is a really strong Pokemon in this cup. Now here we're going to switch into our own Torterra. And this is pretty much going to wrap up this game because he has no more shields. Yep, and that'll be a GG again. So guys, jumping into the final match / game of this video against Golden Pika 9000. Again, this was requested by him. So thank him in the comments. I really appreciate a friend of mine asking to have him featured on the channel for some battles. He is a fellow competitor in a lot of our tournaments. You guys have probably seen him in countless tournament recap videos by now. Definitely a strong battler. And see how we do in this match. So right here we're going to block this Hydro Cannon and try to get another cheeky switch off. But he is faster this time, and he has the hard Skarmory counter, so you know what he's going to do. He's going to farm the grass, guys. All we can do here is get off a Stone Edge to do as much damage as possible with my crazy swiping. And we were almost able to feint a Skarmory, actually. Pretty insane. Even though it's 2 times resistant grass, we're still chipping it down a lot. So here we decide to bring in our Swampert. We're going to shield this first Sky Attack. But he does get a second one off. So this is bad, but at least on the bright side we could farm the Skarmory here. As you can see, Mud Shots don't do much, so we can farm. Then he brings in that Swampert again, which is a great bait. Use energy, but he decides to shield. We're going to swap into our Skarm, but unfortunately we can't feint it in time. He's going to be able to finish off our Skarm. And he brings in Hitmonchan, guys. And right here I decided to go for Hydro Cannon. I'm not sure if Earthquake would have feinted it. Probably. But we make a pretty big mistake there. I just don't know these matchups quite as well yet. It's been so long since Boulder. And obviously Swampert is a new Pokemon to Pokemon Go. Or, well, at least Hydro Cannon Swampert. So I don't know if Earthquake would have even feinted Hitmonchan there. But regardless, really good games to us today, and to you, Nate. I definitely appreciate the battles, the practice for our upcoming cup, and I'm excited to battle you there as long as we get paired. So yeah, great games to you, and I hope you have a great day, as well as everyone else watching. So if you guys enjoyed this video with a friend of mine and someone who is a subscriber to the channel, please don't forget to smash that subscribe, leave a like, comment down below what your favorite cup is. Is it Boulder? If it is, what's your favorite Pokemon in it? And yeah, all that jazz. And yeah, it is completely thanks to Golden Pika for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this introduction to Boulder, and I hope these battles give you a good feel of the meta for those of you who have not yet played Boulder. So again, I would like to say thank you all for watching. Appreciate you for liking, subscribing, all that good jazz. And again, make sure to follow my Twitter and my Twitch. Those will be linked down below. And make sure to smash that bell right next to the subscribe so you guys can be notified whenever I upload a video or go live. I'll be live streaming some more this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one, and until then, peace out.